Hi everyone, welcome to episode 7 of River Thames Nature Diary. My name is Priya and it's great to have you here as I document the wildlife and nature that occurs in a small section of the River Thames as it runs through West London. This week I see the first cygnet on this stretch of the River Thames that I've seen this year. We also catch up with the young Egyptian goose that I have been following. But first, let's wander along and see the Canada geese family that we have been following with their one slightly older adopted gosling and 2 younger ones. As you can see, just a couple of weeks ago, this is what the gosling looked like, and now he's transformed into a young goose. And if you look closely, you can see that he's even got his Canada goose racing stripe across his face. The other 2 younger goslings are also doing really well, and you can see how independent they're becoming. But now, on with our walk, and I'd love to find the Egyptian goose family that we've been following. You may remember from a couple of weeks ago that when I last saw this family, one of the adults of the pair was missing, leaving just the male and the younger Egyptian goose. As I walked westwards up the river, I spotted the male adult Egyptian goose, but he was standing on his own, and it took a little time before I was able to locate the gosling. But when I did find him, a little way up the shore, it was great to see him looking so well, with many of his adult feathers. He was standing within the Canada geese pack, and he looked like he was really well integrated, and holding his own as an independent young bird. I really loved the beautiful colour on his wings. What was also interesting was that he was standing very close to the leader of the pack, who is the goose that you can see in the foreground of this shot. And to me that's a good sign about his status within this pack. Perhaps it's a good time to introduce you to the leader of the goose flock. This is the top goose, who I affectionately have named Honk Honk, after his, well, rather deep and loud honk honk. He's such a funny character, and actually it's quite difficult sometimes to film him because he insists upon walking so close to me. But I'm glad to see that he's taken the Egyptian gosling under his wing as he gains his independence. But then, as the tide started to come in, and just as I was about to leave for the day, I spotted in the distance what looked like a pair of swans with a cygnet in tow. This is a really special moment for me, because I haven't seen cygnets on this part of the river for a few years now. This may be because this part of the Thames is tidal. And as you can see, the differences between low water and high water on this part of the river is quite huge, meaning that it could be quite dangerous for small water birds. But nevertheless, I was delighted to see this really cute, adorable cygnet. There really is something quite special and magical about these creatures, and I'll try to keep following this family. And as the Swan family decided to make their way down the river, I decided to end my day here. And so if you've enjoyed this episode of River Thames Nature Diary, please like and subscribe, and I'll see you again next week. Goodbye.